Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into today's video, I just want to give you a quick heads up on what you're about to watch. We're talking about something super exciting, this new dog breed called the Brazilian Bulls, and why they're becoming the next big opportunity in the breeding world. So I invite you to watch this next video about the Brazilian Bulls and a little bit of the history and some beautiful images of what these amazing dogs are. And then I'm going to explain to you why they're going to be the next big thing. But before you continue, make sure to subscribe. And if you're not a member of this channel, sign up for the membership because there's going to be so many prizes and some discounts on the merch and a lot of discounts on my products and services. But go ahead and watch the video now. Then tell me what you thought.
A little more than 2 decades ago in Brazil, a new legend was quietly being born. Breeders with vision and ambition began searching for dogs that were stronger, bulkier, and more imposing than anything seen before. These dogs were nicknamed pit monsters, a name that reflected their colossal size and power, but one that also carried a stigma, attached to the words pit and monster. Still, their presence could not be ignored. They were something different. Something that could not be dismissed as just a variation of an existing breed. They deserved their own path. In 2017, that path was finally given form. The IBC, the parent entity of the breed, under the leadership of its president, Beatriz Taques, alongside a dedicated team of Brazilian breeders, made the decision to officially recognize these dogs as a new breed. For the first time, they were given a name, a written standard, and a future. The mission of the IBC was clear: to establish the Brazilian creation as a legitimate breed, to protect its genetic base, and to celebrate its unique qualities of strength, stability, and companionship. The Brazilian Bull, as it would later be known, quickly began to attract admirers worldwide. By 2023, the breed had developed so much that the IBC divided show competition into 2 categories: the standard, which preserved the traditional essence, and the extreme, which showcased the amplified, oversized expression of the breed. But the IBC always made one thing clear: these are not 2 breeds. They are one, unified under a single standard, sharing genetics freely, ensuring health and stability remain at the heart of the program. The goal of every breeder, as set by the IBC, is simple: strive for perfection, focusing on health, type, and temperament. The Brazilian Bull standard represents the foundation. It is loyal, affectionate, and naturally confident. With one of the most defined muscular structures in the canine world, it carries a large, proportionate head, a solid frame, deep chest, and strong legs. This is a dog that radiates power, yet its sweetness and balance make it an excellent family companion. Aggression is not a trait of the breed, and is strictly undesirable. This balance of raw strength and calm stability is what defines the standard type. The Brazilian Bull Extreme pushes those features even further. With heavier bone, hypertrophied muscles, and a colossal head, it stands as the more imposing sibling of the standard. Its muzzle is shorter, its stop more defined, its proportions exaggerated. And yet behind the sheer volume and presence lies the same joy of life, loyalty, and eagerness to please. It is a giant that stuns the world with its looks, but wins hearts with its temperament. By 2024, a historic decision had to be made. The breed had admirers in Brazil, in the US, and across the globe. But the name Pit Monster was holding it back. It carried too much negative weight. The words pit and monster created fear, not admiration. So the IBC, together with Brazilian institutions and the global community of breeders, launched a worldwide vote. Over 500 breeders cast their ballots, and the result was decisive. More than half of voters chose the new name, Brazilian Bull, a name that honored the breed's origin, celebrated its strength, and allowed the world to embrace it with pride, free from stigma. At the same time, in the United States, a movement was taking shape. Since 2023, Aurea Giacomelli, CEO and founder of Samba Kennels, had been at the forefront of bringing these dogs to the American stage. Through vision and determination, she led the imports of some of the most influential Brazilian bulls: Klaus, champion tractor Buchaness, and Sheik. She built bridges between Brazilian breeders, the IBC, and the ABKC, American Bully Kennel Club, hosting countless meetings and negotiations. The issue was clear. Until then, pit monsters imported into the U.S. were registered as American Bullies in the XL category. On paper, they were bullies, but in truth, they were something distinct. They needed their own recognition, their own category, and their own place in the world. The journey was not easy. Some purists resisted, criticizing bloodlines that included American Bulldog and American Pit Bull Terrier influence. Debates raged online, and the pressure on ABKC grew. Still, the vision never wavered. The Brazilian Bulls deserved recognition. In February 2025, that recognition became reality. The ABKC officially announced the acceptance of the Brazilian Bull as a new and distinct breed. For the first time, it was acknowledged not as a variation, not as an import under another name, but as its own legitimate identity. This was more than bureaucracy. It was the culmination of decades of work by Brazilian breeders, the leadership of the IBC, and the relentless advocacy led by Samba Kennels in the United States. It was the moment the Brazilian Bull took its rightful place on the world stage. Today, the Brazilian Bull is no longer just Brazil's hidden treasure. It is admired across continents for its extreme looks, unmatched strength, and surprising sweetness. A dog that dominates the show ring, yet plays gently with children. A protector, a companion, and a living symbol of vision turned into reality. From Brazil to America, and now to the world, the Brazilian Bull is rewriting history. It is more than a breed. It is a legacy. The future has already begun, and it has a name, Brazilian Bull.
I'm very positive about the business coming back, the heat coming back into this business, because we've been in a drought for many years. The last 3-4 years were pretty tough compared to COVID year. And now we're finally picking up. I mean, this last couple of years has been pretty good for Samba, but we are in a privileged position. We have different dogs and we have the attention of the hype, but that's not all. We gotta also do good business and have ethics and do a good work. It doesn't matter if you have hype or good dogs. If you don't have everything else, you're never gonna make it. And one of the reasons that I'm bringing this up, not to brag, but just to give you a general idea of what's going on here. We had this week 5 breedings total, just with my studs. We had 5 breedings, 4 of Sheik and 1 with Puma, and they don't stop. The demand is here. I believe that a lot of it has to do with the Brazilian dogs. I mean, this segment is really catching everybody's eyes and everybody's heart. And the reason that I'm bringing this up right now is because I want to talk about what's about to come. And it has to do with the Brazilian Bulls. And I'm excited to see what's coming up next year, because we're going to present the Brazilian Bulls in the next couple of weeks, the show. So if you follow me, you either love the Brazilian dogs or you hate them. So I'm hoping that you're the one that loves them. I suggest you pay close attention to what's about to happen in the next few months, and stay tuned with us, because I'm going to take you through this journey that I've been on for 5 years. And now we've reached the point that I've desired for all these 5 years, and we're finally in it. The Brazilian dogs are in to stay. And I have authority to let you know this, because not only I'm from Brazil, not only I know all these breeders, I'm also a international dog shipper, and I'm a breeder of this breed. So I know how fast the market is moving. And I'm telling you, if you want to be a part of this, stay close with us, and I'm gonna guide you. I'm sorry if I'm talking so slow and if my grammar is going all over the place, because English as second language is already hard when you're awake. Imagine when you're tired. It's past midnight here, guys. And the good news is that Brazilian Bulls is coming. And anything that has to do with American Bullies, XLs from Brazil, or the new Brazilian Bulls, you can always rely on Samba here. I got your back, and it couldn't be differently. And Nationals, December the 6th, Savannah, Georgia. We're going to have a booth with education, with meets and greets, with brochures on the breed, and a lot of information for everybody interested in having this beautiful breed from Brazil. And I'm going to have some more announcements this week. Hey Samba family, thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments, how would you like to have a Brazilian Bull at your house, or even breed them in your program? I can't wait to talk to you again. I'll see you in the next one.